Hey!
Hey everybody!
Welcome to the Leader Games April Studio Chat, where we're going to talk about what we've been up to and what we're going to be working on.
It's exciting.
Very soon. So, I, of course, am Patrick Leader, owner of Leader Games, and with me today is...
Hi, I am Liz Davidson. I'm the creative director here at Leader, which means they've let me out of the basement for good, and they can never get rid of me.
All right, we'll see about that. Liz, what have you been playing?
My cup runneth over. I've been playing Republic of Rome. So I was at Circle DC this past weekend. I got to demo one of my own games, but then the next day I played like 5 hours of Republic of Rome.
Yeah.
It was amazing, and I'm playing it again tonight on Rome's birthday. So nothing could be more appropriate.
Annie also premiered on Broadway today. So incorporate that.
Republic of Rome. It's a hard knock life for me. But if y'all have not heard of it, it's a wonderful political game that takes a long time to play, super mean, and you are all playing Roman senatorial factions trying to fight it out for who will become the most powerful faction in Rome. Meanwhile, barbarians are trying to encroach on Rome, and you fight a bunch of wars, and you usually get wrecked if you're not super careful and semi-cooperative.
How long is it?
All day.
Okay. And what is Circle DC for our audience?
Oh, Circle DC is a small historical gaming convention. Happens every year in Washington, D.C., and it is hosted by Fort Circle and Kevin Bertram, and that is also the publisher for Night, which is one of my non-leader games. So I like going.
All right.
What have you been playing? One thing that you've been
One thing I've been playing. They said I had to say one thing, because I've been playing a lot of video games, and a lot of board games, and a lot of RPGs to get inspired. I follow my Blue Sky, and I'll tell you all about Triangle Agency, but I have been playing Stone Myers Vantage. I got it back to the table, and I've gotten through a few games now, and I mean, the big success, the huge headline, is I got my spouse, who kind of tapered off gaming a little bit in the past couple of years, and my 12-year-old and my 6-year-old to play Vantage with me. And we all played while we were on family vacation. And it was like, the game was getting a bit long, and we're kind of like, let's just take one of the exit ramps and wrap up the game. And the kids were kind of like, we kind of want to keep going. And I'm like, well, it's kind of bedtime. So we had to go that route. So that's been a lot of fun. Really interesting open world game. It kind of asks you the question of what if everything you did succeeds, and it's just how much it hurts to succeed, or how good is your success is more of the question. And it's been a lot of fun. I've been kind of grooving on it. So I'd try it solo. Have you tried it solo?
I've not. I've actually not played Vantage yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
maybe you can bring it in the office.
Maybe. And then I'll make you play it solo while I instruct you. No.
Stranger things have happened.
All right, so we have a couple of projects underway here in the studio, and our monitor just got interesting. So Liz, what have you been working on?
So I have been having a really great time.
I mean, besides being creative director and working on everything, really.
I actually don't work and have never played a board game. No. What I've been working on in the studio recently is updating Root Clockwork with Benjamin Schmaus, who is the original designer of Root Clockwork, and also with Alita Robertson, who is developing with us. And we're having a great time. The bots are botting, and we'll have some more announcements about that in the near future. What about you?
I have been working on a Euro named Fish. We're talking about naming it Trawl instead, but we'll get there. And it is it's asymmetric. It's light asymmetry right now, but we have time to put more in if we want to. And we're working on that right now. And it's going to be kind of an economic builder game where everybody at the table is building up the economy in this colony that is catching fish and canning them and sending them home. And everybody has... the question it's asking is how much cooperation like, can you take actions that will benefit everybody at the table and benefit yourself the most while doing that? So, and it's been I'm getting pretty hot about it. I've been working a lot of hours on it, and we'll see where we're at. So, cool. All right. I think I got kind of swapped there, so I'll talk about Homeland Fulfillment. Yeah. So Homeland Fulfillment, as many of you know, for Root, the fourth large box Root expansion, Homeland, is currently shipping out to folks. I forgot to ask for an update on where we're at with shipping, but if you have any issues with Kickstarter or shipping, or off of GameFound there, please contact support@leadergames.com. It's really hard for us to catch all the other messages and the other ways that we get them. So if it all goes to one email, that really helps our support staff out a lot. For the most part, I think we're over half done in every market. I think North America is pretty close to being done at this point. And if you have any questions about it, then they'll be able to help you with that. But it's gone pretty well. There haven't really been any big hitches with it. So that's been pretty amazing so far. And then as far as the retail date, we're going to open up pre-orders for Homeland on our website is in June. And then we'll be selling it just to distributors and ourselves later in the summer. So that's all coming together. So I'm very excited. It's a great expansion. It's a lot of fun to play. And I wouldn't say took a break from it, but I had to reprioritize my schedule a little bit after we're done with it. So I just want to sit down and play a game of Root, and I haven't played much lately. So that'd be good for me. So any news from you?
Yeah, you can play with the bots, No, I'm kidding. In further good news, the Ahoy expansion is available on Board Game Arena. It is an alpha, but if you are looking forward to playing some more Ahoy, you can now do that online on BGA.
Okay. And then Root Digital has added Landmarks and Hirelings. So come and grab that. And I also, again, a little bit behind on my Root Digital releases. I meant to play it. We drove out to Wisconsin a couple weeks ago for like a cabin stay, something my family likes to do. And I meant to put on my Steam Deck and just be like, hey kids, let's play some Root. But we didn't get it. They all want to do other things in the car, so that's okay. Then Dad's not cool. Is there any questions for Liz and I right now? Might be kind of a short timeline to put that on there. I can answer those later too, but right now I would like to turn. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got it.
Right.
It's good enough. Yep. All right. So we'd like to turn it over to Nick Brockman and Alita Robertson for some announcements of some upcoming titles. And while we're transitioning, enjoy a little Root-themed animation from Thomas Lavery. Thank you.
Ha ha!
Ah!
Ha ha!
Ah!
Ha ha!
Ah!
Ha ha!
Ah!
Yeah. Okay, I think we got here in a couple of loops.
Oh, that was a quick transition. Yeah, you don't know where we came from even. Hi everybody. Good to see you. We were already introduced once, but I'll introduce myself again. I'm Nick Brockman, senior developer at Leader Games.
And I'm Alita Robertson. I'm the producer and I'm on the creative team.
Yeah. And like they said, we get to do kind of the more fun part of the announcement today. We're doing announcements of titles we've been working on. Me and Alita are the current project leads, and Alita can start us off by what they've been working on.
Yeah, so I've been working on a little game called Cart. It's an in-house design. I'm the designer, and Andrea, who is our junior developer, is going to be my developer on this project. And it's a game of backyard soapbox racing.
Yeah.
You're a bunch of tweens on summer break, and you've created the most horrible machines that you can get your hands on. And you'll be racing them down through everybody's backyards, causing all sorts of trouble. And as gravity takes hold, you're going to go faster and faster, and you're going to start to lose control of your cart.
Yeah.
And you're going to try to get to the bomb without crashing.
Yeah, I think I think my favorite, like the core conceit of the game is as you start going faster, your sense of control decreases. It's kind of its big mechanical conceit, and yeah, it's been an absolute hoot to see it kind of develop as we've gone here. Yeah, I don't know. It's also been really cool to see. This is like Alita mentioned briefly. This is Alita's first design, so it's been very fun to watch Alita get to do that whole process and grapple with the whole creative struggles of doing that, redoing it, and yeah, it's been really fun to see. It's been cool to have that much energy in the studio.
Yeah.
Seeing Andrea and Alita kind of get to do their whole thing full force has been really exciting. So.
Yeah, and it's a prompt that Nick kicked over to me, and I've just been having such a fun time with it.
A couple sentences prompted. Yeah, prompted the most. It was a few sentences, and yeah, Alita just ran with it, and it's been really cool to see. Yeah, do you want to show some of the goodies you have?
Yeah, I think it's on cam too.
Yes,
Thank you,
perfect.
Adam. Adam, one of our new graphic designers, is running the stream
Behind
while
the
I'm up
camera
here.
Also, yeah, it's a full. Yeah, we got everybody here.
Yeah. So players have like a little speed dial that'll move up every turn as they're navigating different maps. I forgot to bring the maps down. I knew I was going to forget something. And then at the end of each round, they're going to speed up. Each round, they're also going to get a certain amount of control, which they're going to be able to spend on different little either steering or activating some tricks. And so if they want to brake to turn and try to dodge this big tree,
You have to spend some of your control. Sure.
you have to spend some control. But if you're going too fast, you're going to have very few options each turn. And so you're kind of trying to,
Here
Patrick,
it comes.
the delivery, thank you.
Right to stream. Yeah, keep it on the top down. Throw it around.
Yeah, thank you.
That's good.
Yeah, so you're going to be like, oh boy, there we go. Like dodging bushes, driving through mud, kind of skidding across puddles. Oh no, somebody's walking upstairs.
Earthquake.
But yeah, so each little map tile is going to be somebody's backyard, and so they're going to have a lot of character, and there's like, you both get points for finishing first, but also like deftly navigating the course.
Yeah, I mean, one of the big, it's definitely a terrain-based racing game is one of the things for sure, is the different maps and the different things you're going to run into. You know, somebody's backyard is full of hedges. That's going to be a lot different than the neighborhood pool you have to cut through and stuff. So in that sense, it's definitely kind of, at least for myself, seeing it go, it's a combination of a lot of my favorite parts of different racing games, both like board and video game wise. Yeah, it's really neat. The modularity of the potential like backyard system also, where you get to just string together different backyards to run through and stuff. A very kind of cool modular way to play.
And then each player is going to be playing with their own kids that have their own cart that they've built, and each cart is going to handle kind of differently. If we could go back to Cam 2, because
The band kids, the music kids.
the band kids versus the chariot that's super fast.
Yeah.
The pirate kids who are really good at handling through mud and water, but maybe a little slower.
Very, very cool.
So yeah, each kid has kind of their own cart that you start with, and then between each round, you're able to, or each race down the hill, you're able to kind of tweak and improve your cart and try to make it handle better for the course that you're dealing with.
Because yeah, the idea is you run through the course one time, you bring your carts back to the top of the hill, you race again, and the course might even slightly change between races. You know, if you crash through a hedge or something, or like you drain the pool, that pool's now going to be a ramp or something, or that hedge is going to be gone. So the maps kind of react to the first two races even as you go through it, or a couple of races, or still that stuff being figured out.
But yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's been really fun to it's been a while since we've done like a fresh IP.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of expansions lately.
Yeah, it is.
So it's so fun.
Yeah, no, I'm super sympathetic to that. New IPs are so fun too. It can be anything still, and it's kind of been fun to get to explore a whole new thing, new art style, all that stuff. So yeah, very cool.
And speaking of new IP.
Yeah, speaking of new IP, so I've been working on a original design by Taylor Schuss. They've had some other games previously. Most recently on crowdfunding, they were the designer of Walkable City. But it's been put onto my desk. We signed with them. It is currently, the working title is Creature Control. It is a cooperative, dexterity kind of boss battling game. So you and your team of friends, you 1 to 4 players, are going to be commanding mechs in a little city that you're going to be flicking discs around, bouncing into stuff, trying to deal damage. Different bosses will show up, so each boss has different ways that they'll fight the city. And your goal is to kind of knock out the monster, get it under control, and get it back out of the city. So if we want to cut to the other top-down, this is the current prototype for creature control. This has been a blast to do. I've been working on this a lot with one of our other recent hires, Tyler Eckstead, who is my developer I've been working with. He's also done dev work on Beast Shattered Isles, and he's also the designer of Holopact. So it's been very fun for both of us to come from very system-based games and whatnot to get into what is a dexterity game, a cooperative dexterity game at the end of the day. This is a physical prototype me and Tyler got to build. You can see, here I'll take these off for a second, I want to show off. We had to build, there's this unique kind of wall mechanism. We pull all these pieces off. So you'll see here, this thing is encased in 4 walls on all sides. Oh yeah, I don't even know what I want from the canvas anymore. I'm just rotating it around. So go back to the top, appreciate it, Adam. So the way the game fundamentally works, kind of just very briefly turn to turn, is you have this obviously big old monster in the middle here. He's got a mean face on him, has some amount of HP or whatnot, and you're going to be taking turns trying to hit into this monster, dealing various damage. The big thing is, though, there's going to often be buildings in the city that you're going to have to fight off and go against. Additionally, the big thing is that the monster's attacking you. So every turn, he's going to flip one of these big monster attack patterns that corresponds to the shape of the city, you can tell. After we take our turn, the monster is going to, in this case, seismic shock and deal damage to all of those locations. So you are kind of cooperatively deciding, Alita, can you get in there and deal damage? Can you maybe clear the way, get this out of the way so I can go in and attack? There's different types of attacks in the game. You have melee attacks where you're going to be flicking your actual mech into the monster. There's also ranged attacks where you'll be taking cubes, and in this case you get to remain where you are. You can attack with ranged. I missed in that case, so you just get to do nothing. And there's also kind of what I would call tech abilities, which are a lot more of these are going to be your kind of gimmick trick shots and stuff where you can, shoot over your shoulder, bounce stuff into the arena. If we cut to Cam 2, yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Thank you. We're getting it all. These are a couple characters. All the art and everything you see on this, obviously nothing's final. This is just placeholder stuff I ripped from online, so don't hold on to that. But these are potential characters you could play as. You could be Casey Needs It or Ricochet. They each have, there's up to 4 to 6 characters we're working on right now. All of them have unique player abilities as well as slightly different decks that kind of lean into the types of dexterity gimmicks you're going to be doing. Ricochet, you can imagine, has a lot of stuff about bouncing off of walls. He also has like a big wall he can deploy for other people to bounce off of. While Casey, on the other hand, can give their gear to other players and stuff. It's been really cool. If I seem excited, or have a lot to say, it's because this has been such a new thing for me. It's been a very new kind of way to approach game design, and it's been something that I've been really excited about. I feel like every time you make a game, you get an opportunity to learn something new, and I think this has been a big just like getting to flex my skills in a different way. I think it's just going to be a really good time, even for people who don't really like dexterity games. This is the thing I've been really positive to see too. Anybody who knows me, all my coworkers know I'm very much a skill toy fidget guy. I'm always spinning something or playing with something, so the idea of a skill-based dexterity game I'm really into. But even when I play with people who are less skillful, it being cooperative allows you to get over a lot of the feel bad of missed shots or things that aren't going your way. The cooperative angle kind of softens a lot of the blow. But yeah, it's been super cool to work on. Me and Tyler are really getting to flex a lot of creative skills that I normally don't in terms of just finding new gimmicks, finding new ways to make stuff. It's kind of my favorite type of game development, which is just like trying to get water from a stone. Like there's you have only so much you can get out of it, but if you keep squeezing or if you look at it a different way, you can find more gameplay, you can find more angles. So it's been really fun for that, and I'm very excited to get to show you guys more about it. I've been working on it quite a lot, so eventually we'll get to see tons and tons of work that me and Tyler have put into this. It's been really cool.
Because you've made a ton of monsters, each have their own custom powers, they each have their own custom, like, full attack stack.
Yeah.
They're all, like, completely different. They're all like a really cool new challenge and just destroy the city in such beautiful and wonderful ways.
Yeah, it's like your type of, I mean, I think one of my favorite ways to get to approach games and stuff like this is it's just the, like, what do you want to see in this world? And with a big monster mech battler game, I feel like I'm appeasing to young Nick so much and his, like, favorite Sunday cartoons and stuff. It's, you get to just decide what, you only have so many monsters. Which ones do you want to see in the world? So, of course, we have, like, a big monkey guy who kidnaps people and stuff. We have, like a big alien who has like orbiting fists that you need to like knock through portals and stuff. So it's been, again, a really, really fun time just kind of explore stuff. And yeah, I can't wait to share more about it as we go, but this prototype will just continue to grow in its fidelity. It's been very fun to, again, it really was a step back to like college and like prototype product design stuff where you're just the scrappiest approaches possible to making anything.
Some of the monsters.
Oh,
for
sure,
Top
yeah,
Cam.
yeah. Let's do some monsters from Top Dam. So yeah, here's again, no art here is final or anything. Obviously, we have 3 very different styles here right now. But Gargantua, Zorgon, and George. Gargantua, obviously, you're kind of Reptar or I guess Godzilla or something reference maybe. Zorgon just a big cool alien, and then yeah, George, our big monkey facsimile. And yeah, again, all functioning very different. We still have a few more that I'll get to share with you as we go here, but. That's kind of like where that project is at right now. We'll be seeing more about it and whatnot. It's one of those funny games that the most you guys are going to get to see of it probably is through means like this until we start going to crowdfunding eventually with it and whatnot, because of the fact that it is a dexterity game. Play testing digitally is a near impossibility. So, figuring out things like that, how we're going to be doing more in-house testing, yada, yada. But that's all detailed business stuff. But, I mean, I think that's everything on my notes immediately, Alita. Am I missing anything?
Not really.
Okay.
Cart and Rootbots will be able to be play-tested more traditionally,
Yeah.
and we're hoping to get those into rotation pretty soon.
Yeah, you
here.
guys will have plenty of stuff to play.
Yeah.
This one you'll just have to wait and buy it when it comes out then.
Maybe come see us at cons,
Yeah,
and you might get
absolutely.
to try it.
Absolutely. It'll be the reason to come to our booth at a con, so
Yeah.
you can flick the cool pieces at the big monster. Yeah, looking at my other stuff here, that's about everything I have. You can see us again. We'll be streaming again next month.
Yep.
Yep. So we're back to monthly streams as on the regular schedule. I think our day may have changed.
I think we're going to stick with second Tuesday of the month at 2 p.m.
Second 222 Tuesday, second Tuesday of the month, 2 p.m. But yeah, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, obviously feel free to hit us up at support@leadergames.com. That's always the place to find something if you need it eventually. But we'll also be in the Discord and whatnot, looking at any questions or things you guys are excited about, trying to respond. But yeah, thank you guys so much for having us. I'm seeing if there's anything else coming through from my team on the back end here.
Brooke says, thanks for mentioning Woodland Warriors.
Yeah, dude, Woodland Warriors. Go get in there. Join Woodland Warriors.
Yeah.
Of course, join
We
Woodland
hang.
Warriors. We hang out. We'll talk about it. You'll hear more about the games there. But yeah, I think that wraps it up for today.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Yeah,
we'll
thank
see
y'all.
you soon.
Bye.